Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Time Loop Productions, and the topic of today's video is my very first sponsor, Listenable. It's apparently an audiobook place. Just waiting to get the email for my free account, and then we'll, get into it. And I wasn't expecting anyone. Well, here's the package. I guess they're sending me like a USB drive or something to listen to the audiobooks. I mean, hey, that just means I get to keep the files. These were in the box, but these aren't audio books. Today on Noah's audiobook review, vinyl audiobooks? So yeah, these exist apparently. What I know about them is that Pac-Man Run for Fun came out in 1980, and Miss Pac-Man's Prize Pupil came out in 1981. They were made by Kid and Stuff, a company which made books on tape and vinyl for many companies, including Atari, Namco, McDonald's, and many more. So, since I don't own a vinyl record player and this one's missing its record, I think it's time for me to introduce you to the brand new Time Loop Productions series of video game audiobooks. Let's get into it. Pac-Man, Run for Fun. Hi everybody, this is Pac-Man, and this is your Pac-Man read-along book. Now every time you hear the Energizer sound, it means it's time to turn the page in your notebook. Now remember, when you hear the Energizer sound, turn the page. Banners are waving and crowds are cheering, for today is the day of the great race. The best runners in all the land have gathered together to compete in Pacville's first annual Run for Fun. These runners will be sprinting through the streets, down the tunnels, and around the countryside surrounding Pacville. People have already gathered at the starting line to cheer on their favorites. The favorite of all favorites is, of course, Pac-Man. Let us not forget, however, that amongst the competitors is one very, very fast ghost, appropriately named Speedy. Speedy is one of those goofy gang of ghosts that are always racing and chasing after Pac-Man. These ghosts would stop at nothing to make sure that Speedy wins the fun run, and proves once and for all that ghosts are better than Pac people. It's time for the race to begin. Wow, look at that. Pac-Man is already off to an early lead, but as suspected, Speedy is close on his trail. Down Main Street they run, past the city zoo, across the railroad tracks, and through the Tunaville Tunnel, all the while being cheered on by the excited spectators. I'm surprised that Speedy hasn't tried any of his dirty tricks. Oh, I think I've spoken too soon. Unless I'm mistaken, that weird-looking truck is being driven by that ghoulish ghost, Shadow. And look what's in the truck. Buckets of glue, fake signs, shovels, and even a one-ghost helicopter. This spells trouble. Trouble for Pac-Man. Meanwhile, back on the race course, the runners have reached the countryside, and as expected, Pac-Man is still in the lead. But where's Speedy? Why, he's lying under a tree, snickering and waving to the rest of the gang as they drive by in the truck. Shadow, having tracked down all of the illegal shortcuts, is heading onto a dirt road that will put him well in front of the runners. There it is, he yells to Bashful and Pokey. Shadow has spotted a signpost that informs the runners which direction to run. All runners turn right, reads the signpost, but Bashful leaps from the truck and hastily tacks up a fake sign that says, all runners turn left. Hurry up, Bashful. Get on the truck. We've got more dirty work to do, orders Shadow. They drive a short way down the road, and all three ghosts grab shovels from the truck and dig a big trap in the road. It's just the right size to catch Pac-Man. Don't forget to cover the trap with leaves and branches so Pac-Man can't see it, warns Bashful. While the ghosts' ghastly plans should be clear to us by now, they're trying to trick Pac-Man into running the wrong way so will fall right into their nasty trap. Now where are those ghosts headed? Why, they're heading for the last bend before the finish line, and they're taking the gallons of glue and spreading it across the highway. If Pac-Man makes it past our fake sign and our terrific trap, he'll never make it out of this sticky mess, says Bashful. Having successfully gummed up this project, Pokey jumps into the one-ghost helicopter and zooms off. Pokey decides he should make one last check of their dirty work. Boy, you can't even see the trap, he chuckles to himself. And sure enough, our fake sign is still there. But as he revs the engines to fly away, the wind from the propeller blows that fake sign right off. Speedy, who by now is sound asleep, doesn't even hear the sound of the helicopter approaching, but Pokey knows a way to get Speedy's attention. He drops a huge hook at the end of a rope right on Speedy's noggin. Ow! Exclaims Speedy. Hurry up, yells Pokey. Grab the hook and let's get going. Speedy grabs the hook and Pokey flies to the signpost where he thinks the fake sign is still tacked up. Let's see, Pokey wonders. Our fake sign says all runners turn right. That means we really need to go left. With that, he banks his helicopter to the left and tells Speedy he will drop him gently in a leafy area he has spotted on the road. What he doesn't realize is that the leafy area is their own terrific trap. Goodbye, Speedy. Help! Get me out of here! Yells a slightly battered Speedy. A little upset by this unexpected event, Pokey rather hastily drops the hook down to Speedy, again hitting him, you guessed it, right on the noggin. As Speedy is being pulled from the trap, Pac-Man is turning right at the signpost and zooming towards the finish line. Those ghosts will have to hurry if they're going to catch up with Pac-Man. Pokey does some fancy flying and finds a spot at the bend before the finish line, where no one will see him drop Speedy off. Speedy lets go of the hook, drops to the road, and begins to race towards the finish line. But wait a minute! He's getting nowhere fast. Those goof-up ghosts, they've done it again. Pokey has dropped Speedy right into the glue trap. And speaking of our hero, here he comes now. He's almost to the patch of glue. Will he see it in time? He does. and with an incredible jump like only Pac-Man can perform, he leaps over the glue and crosses the finish line. Once again, the winner. The mayor's presenting Pac-Man with a gold trophy filled with cherries and berries, bananas and pears. But trophies and prizes are not the main reason why you should compete in sports. As Pac-Man would say, it's not important that you always win, but it is important that you always play fair. Don't just run for the glory or the gold. Run for your health, and run for fun. Alright guys, the second one will be up in a day or two. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.